Hi, I'm Ed Miles from Halvarssons, and today I'm going to be comparing two of our top of the range jackets, our best-selling Mora Jacket and our brand new for 2023 Gruven Jacket. First off, we have our Mora Jacket. Mora Jacket's won awards across the industry for its flexibility. Best award it's won is from the Adventure Bike Rider magazine that gave it a recommended stamp of approval. So let's talk a bit about the membrane in this jacket. So unlike the Gruven Jacket that I'll be showing you later, this membrane is fully removable. It's still our Dryway Plus 2.0 membrane, so it's still our most breathable and most waterproof membrane in our range, but it is fully removable. What does that mean? It means you can take the membrane out on those hot days, open up all the ventilation points, and the air will flow straight through it. Just be aware that when you haven't got that liner in, the jacket is no longer waterproof. It's a purely hot weather, dry jacket without the lining. So make sure you've got the lining in when it rains. So running down the front, even though you have all these ventilation points, we haven't sacrificed in terms of protection. So this is still a AA rated jacket on the new CE rating system 17092. So it's going to give you all the protection you want. No sacrifices just because it's a hot weather jacket as well. So it gives you all that comfort and all the protection you need. Carrying on with the protection, all Halvarssons jackets come with level 2 armour, elbows and shoulders. So level 2 T plus T minus. Level 2 is the highest level of protection you can get on an armour. T plus T minus means that it hits hot weather and cold weather settings. If you look at your armour, there's a logo on the back with a motorcycle. Just below that it will have a 2, then it'll have a T plus and a T minus. If it doesn't have T plus and T minus, it means it's just been tested at room temperature to work. Ours will work at the hot level and the cold level, so that's really important to look at. Continue with the protectors. All Halvarssons protectors have a unique adjustment system. So you can move the protectors all the way around the joint area to get exactly the right comfort. So if you've got long arms, short arms, if you've got broad shoulders or shorter shoulders or narrower shoulders, you can move that armour into exactly the right position on a Velcro panel. So that's through all the Halvarssons range. In terms of temperature regulation, Halvarssons is synonymous with Outlast, as you'll be seeing again later with the Gruven Jacket, but the Mora Jacket uses it in a different way to the Gruven. The Mora Jacket uses the Outlast on the inside of the waterproof lining. What is Outlast? Outlast is a temperature regulation system. So when you get hot in a jacket, you melt the wax beads in the lining, that absorbs the energy, and then when you pull away and get the wind chill back, it gives you that energy back. So it's constantly regulating your temperature to keep you more comfortable. So even though taking the lining out is ideal on hot days, on those sort of mid-weather days, with the Outlast in there as well, you should be able to wear this with the lining in, keeping you nice and protected from the rain and the wind, and for when it gets colder in the evening as well. And now on to the new for 2023 Halvarssons Gruven Jacket. So this comes in this fetching blue colour and also a black as well for anyone that wants to be a bit more subtle. So what's the difference between this and the Mora? So first of all, let's talk about that membrane. It's the same membrane, so it's exactly the same performance as the Mora. You're still getting the same waterproofing, same windproofing, same durability and all those things. The difference is this time, as opposed to it being removable, it's laminated to the outer fabric. So you've got an outer fabric and behind that you've got the membrane and essentially it's stuck to it. The advantages of that are when you open up ventilation points, you're going to get direct airflow into the jacket. When it rains, the water's going to hit the front and bead off and have an extremely quick drying time, as opposed to the removable one where the water's going to get saturated into the outer layer and then you've got the inner layer to protect you. So that's the big difference between the two. I would suggest this is going to be more for the commuters, UK-based riders, Northern Europe, which aren't going to the very hot climates. The Mora is going to be more for those guys that are going to Spain, Italy, Morocco, those sort of climates, and that's going to do the job. If you're a predominantly hot weather rider, the Mora is going to work better. If you're an all-season rider, the Gruven's the perfect jacket for you. So back onto protection again, you've got AA across the board again. All jackets in the Halvarssons range hit that AA at least, except one of our mesh jackets. Everything else is AA, and then we've got AAA leather as well. So you know you're going to be getting the safety you need from the product. One change in terms of this product as opposed to the Mora Jacket is as an upgraded armour system. So we launched our new armour last year. So this is our new armour system. Fully breathable, very flexible, but you're still going to be getting level 2, T plus, T minus, so it's going to give you the same protection level as in the Mora, but it's much more flexible, much more comfortable and much more breathable. Small fact about the armour, the reason it's this colour is because we don't use any dyes in it for environmental reasons, so it's not bright yellow or bright orange, it is the colour of the mould itself, just an environmental situation. The Outlast you saw on the Mora Jacket is of course present in the Gruven Jacket at this price point. The only difference is, as opposed to in the Mora where it's in the inner lining, the Outlast on this is stitched inside that laminate membrane, so it's always in the jacket, you're always going to be benefiting from that Outlast lining. That's going to give you all the temperature regulation you need, and again extend that temperature range when you're riding your bike. So you should be able to use this jacket for most of the year. I would say only in the hottest weathers where you're going to need a mesh or something with no membrane in, this is going to do you for all other weather conditions. Finally on the Gruven, one of the biggest features we've added is Airbag Ready. So if you have a look at all our jackets, on the back of the neck there's an Airbag Ready symbol, and you can put a Tech Air or a Daily Smart Vest, any of those other brands that make an airbag vest. Inside this, if you fall off, it has enough flex and stretch in it because of the way the membrane's laminated and the way we use the materials to allow that to go off, and you remain safe and you can buy the right size jacket. So we've tested all that. Finally, in terms of protection, we've put a chest protector pocket in as well, so you can add a chest protector to this, give you the highest level of safety. Thanks for joining us today at Infinity Motorcycles. For the full range of Halvarssons products that we stock in store, please visit one of our stores nationwide or go onto our website at www.infinitymotorcycles.com.